Hi, this is Jay, your DM. Welcome to Nair, a actual play Dungeons and Dragons podcast. Last week we fired Chevy, and we have our original cast, starting with
Amy.
Ian.
No, me.
I rolled the 18.
I don't even
first.
have to roll. I stay ready. My name is Amy. And
Well, my name's Ian, and I'm a Fearball druid who's by the name of Harry.
Wow, this is the worst one in a while.
Andrew, you're up.
My name is Amy, and I play Bijou, the High Elf Glamour Bard Rogue.
Hi, my name is Andrew. I play Reeve the Paladin Hill Dwarf.
I already went.
Okay. And I'm Erin. I play Tato, the Human Samurai. I guess / Barbarian now. We're friggin'
All right. Last we left off, Harry just got shot out of the sky and plunged into a lake and turned into a catfish.
No, not
He's
yet.
gonna
Not
catfish
yet.
everyone.
Bijou
Possibly.
and Tatsuo were about to roll initiative because they're about to attack a bunch of halflings. But before we get to all of that, Reeve, you are escorted into the council room or the conference room or whatever I called it, and you meet with the other high elves that you've met before, and they kind of say, "Oh, Mr. Reeve, you look rather tired. Dude, would you like to rest before we drop this information on you? Because it might be pretty intense."
Yes, I'm very tired, and I just lay down and go to sleep.
All right, good night. Cut to
It's so awkward. Would you like to sleep on this slab that we're all gonna stand around and watch?
wait. So are you really going to sleep?
I mean,
I imagine he's exhausted.
where's the room? Just point me to the room. I'm tired. I've been through hell. Let me just go to bed.
He's been through end hell.
Intel. I haven't been through Intel. I don't know any of that because I wasn't there. But
Well, before we go to sleep, one important thing that we want to discuss. I know you said that your friends did not see the tree, but do you know if they felt at least the pull? We were trying as hard as we could to communicate with you four. We really think that we have some very important breakthroughs that can turn the tides of everything that's happening.
I think that I was the only one that detected it. I don't believe they even sensed the tree there.
Well, the one in green robes, you can tell, is just way more excited than everyone else. He's like, "Well, I know you're really tired, but can I just tell you a little bit about what we found before you go to sleep, and then you can sleep on it, and then we can talk in the morning." And
Oh,
Dad, go to
fine,
bed.
fine.
Ugh.
He already tucked in his
Fine.
axe.
Yeah. I'm like literally getting ready. I've got like my bedtime story out for it, and they're like, I'm literally like, really? Put it down.
we did prepare 4 beds, but if you want to use any of the others temporarily for your weapons, I know that is something that you like to do. We can arrange more while we're waiting for your friends to come. Anyway, so here's what we found. you've seen these little fluffy creatures before, and he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out one that's like kind of a cinnamon brown, and it's a bit bigger than Ralph was, and it just kind of like rolls up his arm and like nuzzles into the space between his neck and his ear.
Wait, he has. Oh, okay, gotcha.
I've heard that you've seen some of these before.
That's correct. Yeah. Tatsuo found one. I think it was found in the Fae or something.
Yes, exactly. We have found these creatures. So, okay, long story short, when the Yellow Rains came and we were cut off and we were under siege, and our tree died, we were completely cut off from the outside world. But right in all of that chaos, a few of these creatures came through the tree right before it died. And we've been studying them and working with them and working with their magic that they have. And we've actually been able to reopen that portal. Now, it takes a great deal of energy and focus and attention. But
what were you saying?
I'm
sorry. I didn't catch that.
Love it. Love it.
Oh, you were talking about the fluffy things. Oh, I see. Okay, never mind. Continue.
Now, these creatures, they are actually able to travel through the tree system in any time that they choose. They can jump back and forth, and they can almost... you remember how when you all came through and there was some issues with the time and the Fae being different from our timeline.
Mm-hmm.
These creatures have complete control and can jump to any time period that they prefer. Now, again, it takes a lot of energy and it exhausts them, and we don't want to push the individual ones too much, but we are experimenting with the ability to, if we can open a portal from here, jump around in a previous time, we might be able to turn the tides of the war we're facing.
I heard somewhere that you have to be careful with the space-time continue bobble or whatever it was.
Oh, absolutely. Which is why we've not experimented too much with it. But we figured since the four of you have already experienced some significant time changes, you might be well prepared to help and to, since you all are mentioned in the prophecy, or we're assuming that's who the prophecy was about, maybe this is exactly who and what we need to turn this devastating war around.
Seems like a powerful tool. I don't know. I'm not much for time travel myself, but I've done it once, and it was a bit dicey.
What are dicey? What are dice? What does that mean?
Dice. I think dice are the things that you do when you take a big axe and you chop things up very finely. Yeah, I diced a lot of creatures in my day, if you know what I mean. And I just I nudge them with my my elbow and almost knock them over.
Now, Mr. Reeve, since you have experience with these creatures before, do you know? Do they have a name? We've just been calling them the creatures. I don't.
Well, the gray one in there, my friend Tatsuo called that one, I believe, Ralph. He's
Ralph.
Not a huge fan of me. I mean, we're really acquaintances, really. But her and Ralph seem to have had a great bond. But I don't know. She kind of didn't really give him much attention, and then he just kind of ran off.
Now, is Ralph is Ralph the species name, or is that an individual's name?
I guess it could be both. They're just called Ralphs. I don't know.
So if they're both, that would mean that this one that you are referring to is Ralph the Ralph.
Ralph, yes, exactly. Yes.
Very well. Well, hopefully your friends arrive soon, and we can use the Ralphs to to help our world as we know it, because we have lost so many people already. Now, if you would like my assistant and he kind of claps his hand, and another elf in kind of like brown cloaks.
Oh, he wore his
out.
brown robes. That's good.
Yeah, he comes up and he says, "My assistant here will help bathe you and pajama you and take you off to sleep."
Oh, you have jammies? Oh, wonderful. And I walk over there.
Yep. And so this elf in the brown robes takes you to a bath room and scrubs you down, gives you a bath.
Oh, oh my. All right.
You know, sometimes it's nice to reach those places you can't reach normally. And
Oh. Okay. All right.
and
well,
they drape you in the finest silk jammies you've ever worn.
do they have anything on them, like little printed things?
Sure. What do you think would be on there?
Little axes and swords.
Yeah.
Oh no, nothing like that.
Oh.
There's a moon emblem.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. It looks like an axe to me. It's just like without the handle. I just like kind of draw in the handles on it. You know, like the little crescent. Anyway,
Like a
I'm going to go
sickle.
to bed now.
All right. As you are walking to your chamber, it's getting late and there's not really any kind of traffic in this portion of the tower. And you hear behind you a little beep beep.
Oh, hi, Ralph. You are Ralph, right?
You turn around and you see a Ralph, but it's not Ralph.
Oh, it's one of the Ralphs, but not Ralph.
Yeah, it's a Ralph, and it's the biggest one that you've seen. In fact, if you he kind of rolls up and snuggles against your foot, and he's like he's like up to your ankle, like he's much bigger than the other ones that you've seen.
Oh,
And he's like a really dark brown, like not quite like dark chocolate, kind of like between dark chocolate and milk chocolate.
okay. Oh, aren't you a sweet little thing? And I try to come here, you, and I try to pick him up like this, and I just like hold him like this. And I'm
When
like,
you try and pick him up, he immediately bites your finger.
oh,
But then he rolls up your leg and kind of like nuzzles into your armpit.
oh, like right here.
Yeah.
Oh my. Here, and can I like kind of here up here, and I put him up on my shoulder.
As soon as you try and move him, he bites your finger again.
Oh god. Well, I'm going to call you Nibbler.
Good name, I guess.
Nibbler the Ralph.
Nibbler the Ralph. Nibbler, I have to go to bed now, but here you can sleep on my pillow here.
He goes, "Meep, meep."
He's so deep. All right. Does he seem to be bonding with me at all, or is he like just targeting me?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, you're a very friendly little fellow, and I here, and I just kind of try to put him down.
Yeah, as soon as you try and move him, he bites you.
No! And does he like latch onto my finger at all?
No, he just like, you just see little pricks of like blood coming out like from his tiny little teeth.
Oh, Nibbler, could you please get off? And I need to sleep. I'm sorry.
He doesn't move.
Meep.
Are
meep.
you standing? Are you sitting up or standing or?
I'm kind of like standing next to the bed, and I just kind of.
He doesn't move.
I want to try to sit down on the bed,
Okay.
and then I go meep, and I point at the pillow, like.
Coming from a racist, that's not. I wouldn't say that.
What are you talking about?
The way you
You're
were
not
talking
even
to them
here.
earlier.
Go away.
I'm just trying to help you out. You're the one that couldn't tell one from the other.
They're like off, like brown and black koosh balls that are of different sizes.
And they
He
have
doesn't move.
eyes.
He doesn't move.
No.
I want to pull out like a little piece of jerky out of my pack. And I'm like, hey Ralph, hey little nibbler, do you want this? And I kind of wave it over his little head, or what I believe is his head.
He just kind of pushes himself even farther into your armpit.
Do you like my smell that much? I don't know.
You hear him go,
Oh, he's sleeping. Okay. And I just kind of like lay down on the bed with him there, and I just kind of like go to sleep.
as soon as you lay down, he rolls out of your armpit and sits right on your face.
Nibbler, and I kind of like push him out of the way.
Bite.
Ow! Have I taken any damage? Like, should I be taking damage?
I mean, you're about to rust it all off, so it's
All right. Well, I kind of like pull my beard and his little fur out of the way so I can at least breathe, and I just go to sleep.
all right. Okay. Everyone else, roll initiative.
All right. 14.
18. That's a bad sign, though.
15.
All right. So, Tatsuo, you were up first. You announced to Bijou that you were going to shoot arrows and jump all over the place.
Well, okay, so I think previously we had established that Tatsuo had put on sneaky boots. I don't believe ever took them off.
Mm-hmm.
So at least wearing sneaky boots. So that's
You're also about like 200 feet away from.
200 feet.
Yeah.
Well, let me check something.
Because you stayed by the tree line, right?
Yeah, I don't have the range on the arrows. Hang on. Let me check.
I think it's 120 feet.
120.
I think. Look it up.
Do you have a longbow or a short bow?
Oh. A longbow. It's 600 feet. So certainly that is acceptable. 120.
It's 600 feet with disadvantage.
I didn't know you had a
Well,
Yeah, what's the
Aren't you
first
tiny?
number, Aaron?
150.
Yeah, 150. So
Okay, yeah.
not disadvantage. Okay, it says further than 210 feet is difficult, so we're completely good. So Tatsuo gets kind of like behind a tree. Before she does that, I'd forgotten about this ability because it gives her advantage on weapon attacks, but her katana almost always has that anyway. So she never uses this ever, and I'd forgotten to even write it down. But if she uses Fighting Spirit, she can gain 10 temporary hit points and advantage on weapons attacks. Can use 3 times on any weapon attack. So I think it's like for her turn. Or is it just like each attack?
For your turn.
Okay. And she also gains 5 temporary hit points, which I will not turn down. So, so
You also don't have dark vision.
but we already established that, like,
They're illuminated in the
But-
moonlight and campfires.
yeah. That's why I double checked it with you before we did this.
All right.
Okay, so she lines up from her place behind the tree. She like kind of peeks around very carefully with her longbow and picks out 2 that seem close enough that are like well lit by the fire because Harry's kerfuffles caused the distraction, so she's kind of like picking off the ones on the outside. So she's going to shoot 2 longbow arrows from that position, and then she's going to roll to another position. Quickly.
Are you trying to aim them at the same person or at different people?
Different people.
Okay. Roll them.
Oh, hang on. Hang on. I hit the wrong thing. Did it? Okay, 23.
That hits.
22.
Those both hit.
Okay. Unless it's the damage. Nope. Okay. So 10 and 10 for each. Like 10 each.
Okay.
And then she rolls.
You can barely see what's happening, but you do hear kind of like a oh, what's going on from the distance.
Yeah.
From where the direction you shot at.
Yeah, so she rolls to a new position, like stealthily, like keeping under the bush line or tree line or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So behind a new tree.
All right, Harry, you just hit the water. What are you doing?
Swimming. I'm going to swim towards... Am I in the middle of the lake? Am I on the edge? Where am I at?
You're about 60 feet in, like 40 feet from the island where the tower is.
And there are no forces in front of the tower, correct?
No horses? No, you don't see any horses at all.
All right, fine. Fine. I'll play your little game. I'll swim towards where the horses aren't.
All right.
Yeah, I don't, is swimming is half your distance?
Are you swimming as Harry?
Yeah.
So are you doing it underwater or are you freestyling? What kind of swimming are we doing here?
Freestyle.
All right.
If I get tired, I'll do the butterfly.
Good to know. Cool. Anything else?
No, I'm going to use my dash for swimming.
So if it's half your distance, what is your normal speed? 30?
I think it's 30, yeah.
All right. So you're able to get 30 feet there. So you're about 10 feet away from the shoreline.
Yeah.
Bijou, what are you doing?
I'm up in a tree. And as sneakily as possible, I have diffused my mantle of inspiration, so I'm no longer wondrous looking. No longer glowing. And can I see the one or ones that Tatsuo hit?
Yeah.
Was it one or more than one?
2.
You see 2 kind of figures around the fire, which just so happens to be the fire closest to the bridge.
I'm gonna throw my daggers at those exact ones. My magic.
What's your range on your daggers?
Yeah, they're 200 feet away.
Yeah, 60, so I can't.
The max is 60?
Yeah. Hold on a second. Let's see what I have that's long range. Nope, that's 60 feet. Well, this isn't good. I
Just
can't
spells.
actually do anything. I'm just gonna sit and watch.
All right.
I'm gonna hold an action.
That's the Harry way.
If a
Trouble
soldier,
comes a-knockin'.
yeah, if a soldier comes near, I'm gonna, within 60 feet, I'm gonna try to hit it.
Okay.
That's good. That's good.
Bijou and, well, I get, Tatsu, you would feel this a little bit in the ground. You kind of start to feel a little bit of a shake.
Oh, God.
And then Bijou, you can start to feel the tree kind of like sway back and forth.
Cool.
In a little like a boom, boom, boom. And from behind one of the buildings, close to that fire where you were shooting, you see a huge figure come around the corner. And it's just kind of hulking towards y'all, but it is
What is
not
it?
incredibly fast. You can't really see that well. You can just see the silhouette of it.
Great. Just wonderful.
And so it's about 180 feet away from y'all.
Jesus.
And I can't. Okay, I'll just wait till it gets closer. When it gets close enough for me to see more details, just let me know.
Okay. The two that Tatsuo shot, they kind of start to whip around, but then they see that the target that they hit earlier is swimming freestyle above the waterline, and they're going to shoot at it. Harry, is a 19 hit?
No. Yes, of course it does.
What about a 10?
No, it does not.
All right. What is your AC?
None of your business. 13.
All right. You hear two arrows go through the water, like right by you, but they don't hit. And then in your one in your back and one in your butt, you feel two pierces. One of them will hit you for. One of them hits you for 7 damage, and then the other hits you for 6 damage. And Tatsuo, it's your turn.
She is going to see that giant thing coming out and just take out her potion of greater healing and drink that sucker. How many dice is that? Like, how does that work?
Go, Google.
8d4 plus 8.
8d4
Plus 8.
Okay. Okay, there we go. 11 plus 8. It's probably the worst I could have done on that. 4 grand total of 49 hit points. That was terrible. Okay. Well, 50 some, because got 5 temporary ones.
Anything else?
That's like a action, isn't it, though?
I think we've established before that drinking potions was a bonus action.
Okay. Well, then she is going to fire off 2 more arrows at those two.
What?
And she,
After 2 before?
yeah, this time she's going to save her fighting spirit because of that giant thing. So she won't need against that. That's all she's got in the tank right now. So actually, it doesn't matter because she can just... Okay, never mind. Well, that sucks anyway. Okay, one of them will hit. Well, does a 13 hit?
No.
Okay, so one of them hits because it's a 24.
Well, that's assuming a lot, and
Okay.
it's correct.
Yeah.
Okay, because...
Barely by
All
1.
right. And then 7 damage to that one, whoever you choose. I don't know. We didn't establish specifics about those two.
Why didn't we establish specifics? All right. Anything else?
That's that.
Harry?
So, how far do I have to go on the shore to reach the front gates?
Not too far. I mean, it takes you 10 feet to get there, but it's probably like 10 feet from the shoreline. It's not super far. Almost the whole island is the tower.
Okay. So I don't necessarily have to change form to get to the front door. I'm going to continue, and I'm going to sprint for the front door,
Okay.
and I'm going to bang on it. And I'm going to bang hard. And I'm going to yell, it's Harry. Open up. I have an arrow in my back.
All right.
And was that all of my movement? Like I can't go any farther? Or do I have like another 5 feet?
Well, that would be all because 10 times 2 is 20, and then you'd have 30 to get to the door.
So if that's fair. Yeah. All right.
Bijou?
All right. Can I see what that big old thing is yet?
It hasn't. It's after you, so it wouldn't have moved at all since
Okay.
when you first saw it.
All right. I'm just chilling.
All right. The big old thing moves closer by 30 feet. So it's about, what did I say before?
150.
180. So yeah, it'd be about 150 feet away. It's starting to get away from the firelight and be picked up more by the moon. So you'd be able to tell, excuse me, it is a large creature. It definitely has a head and arms and legs. Looks like it's made completely out of stone.
Another one.
Not like the one you saw before. This is a stone golem.
Great.
Ooh. Oh, okay. I still can't do anything. I'm just gonna watch.
All right. All right. So the two archers who shot at Harry, well, they're going to shoot again. They're going to use their seeking arrows. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm assuming a 12 doesn't hit,
No.
but a nat 20 does.
Hold on, let me check.
Okay, I'll wait.
You said it was a 12?
You
It does not
take
hit.
12 piercing damage plus 7 force damage. Which, I mean, you could use to make your knocks even more dramatic, I guess. Tatsuo's turn.
I feel like. Oh, I guess. All right. Okay. Might as well use it for the last time. She fires off 2 more arrows at those ones that she hates by the fire.
Well, you got to roll them.
Nat 20. And, well, okay. So the other one, the highest was a 13. So just the nat 20.
Yep, one of them hits.
How much damage with the nat 20? Is it double damage?
It's double your damage. So you roll the damage dice twice, and then you add your dexterity or strength or whatever it is.
Okay. Great. Okay, so that was 8 total damage. Do I add the +2? Is that what are you talking
where?
about with the dexterity? Is it just +2?
Whatever your dexterity bonus.
Okay,
is.
so it's 12. 12.
All right. Harry?
Do I hear any kind of ruckus on the other side of this damn door?
Roll a perception check.
Oh, man. I rolled my d20 like 6 times. Where'd it go? There it is. Oh, a 19 plus 5. Holy shit. 24.
Nope.
Okay. Is there a little area that I can kind of go around where I'm not going to be hit by all these arrows anymore? Like, can I go around the building? Is that like 10 feet down the...
Oh yeah, it's a
or
round
something?
tower, but you can still see like fires kind of interspersed throughout around the ring of the lake. So like it's safe to assume that you could escape the people who are shooting at you now, but it would just open up your target for other people to shoot at you.
Awesome.
Have any good climbers?
No, what I think I'm going to do is I thought I took up mold earth. I thought I did, but I might be wrong. Let me bring up my handy dandy list of... Yeah, I did. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to do mold earth. I think it's a 5-foot cube. Yeah. I'm going to bang on the door 2 more times and yell, "Open, you sons of and mold earth a little bit up, do like a divot to build it up. So I got myself a 5-foot barrier, and I'm going to curl up into a ball and just hide behind that barrier from where the arrows are coming.
Okay. Like a little wall,
Yeah, it's going to be kind of like
a little
dug in.
foxhole.
Kind of, yeah. Like it'll have a little that kind of hangs over, so I'm actually kind of, in there.
Okie dokie.
Yep.
Bijou?
Still chilling. This stone golem, does it look like it's going after someone?
No, it's just coming like towards your direction because the arrows are coming towards where y'all are at.
Oh, so it seems to be assisting in the... Oh. Am I hidden well?
Well, you're up in a tree, right?
Yeah.
And you turned off your fancy light and haven't done anything.
Yeah.
So yeah. Why not?
Okay, I'm just chilling.
All right. It's going to walk 30 feet closer. So now it's 90 feet away from where Tatsuo and Bijou are.
Cute.
Cool.
And those archers are going to turn around because they can't shoot at Harry anymore. And they're going to look for y'all, but they cannot see anything. So they kind of just like blindly fire 2 arrows into the woods. Whoops. And none of them hit anything other than just trees and brush. And Tatsuo, it's your turn.
She's gonna go her full like movement speed away from like the last place she was. So she's like, or like, what direction is the golem? Like, whatever trajectory that's on, like the opposite.
It would be like due south of where you are.
Well, like, which way is it heading? Like, whichever way.
Towards you.
Okay, so like she runs 30 feet to the side, like, like, dip, like, new place. Does that make sense?
Sure.
So, like, she's just trying to, like, sneakily run to, like, zigzagging around so, like, it can't get that close.
You going east or west?
Which way is better for more strategic for getting to the bridge?
West. You should go west.
No way to know. It's coming directly due south, and then there's
Is the
tree cover
bridge,
to the
like,
east and the
dead
west.
ahead?
Yep.
Okay, so she runs, like, 30 feet to the east. Hopefully that... yeah. Okay, and then she shoots off 2 more arrows, but I don't think there's advantage on it, so... 14 hit.
All right.
Does a 14 hit?
Hit what?
The little halflings, I assume, the guys that are firing at Ian.
Oh,
At
no.
Harry. No. And a 16.
That hits.
Okay, so the 16. 3 damage. Great. That was wonderful. Love that. They're not dead yet?
No.
Okay.
No.
They've only each taken like 4 or 5 arrows, but that's fine. Their backs just look like porcupines.
All right. Harry?
So you may want to just double check what I asked you because I think that's actually the case. I'm going to do another perception check to see if I hear anyone back there rustling. Rustling, hustling. 23. Let me guess, it's wasted again.
Sorry, what are you
Perception check. I want to see if I can hear anyone in there.
At the door?
Yeah.
Nope.
They're not coming. I'm gonna curl up again and try and find a map of this place. Go ahead.
All right. Bijou?
No one is within 60 feet yet, huh?
Mm.
Cool, I'm chilling.
All right.
I'll be chilling.
Mm-hmm.
Stone Golem walks closer. Now it's within exactly 60 feet of Bijou and not of Tatsuo anymore. And those archers are going to, again, fire kind of blindly into the forest. Nothing hits. All right. And Reeve, you kind of wake up in the middle of the night because the nibbler has just completely covered all of your air passages.
I kind of roll over to on my side. Where does Nibbler go? Does he just like latch onto my face?
He goes, he hides between the back of your neck and your mullet hair. And you hear like a banging kind of echoing through the hallways. Like it's very faint.
I sit up and go check on it.
All right. You can tell as you're kind of wandering through the hallways that are pretty empty. It seems like most people are asleep. It seems like it's coming from where you know because you've spent a lot of time here to be the entrance to the tower.
Oh, okay. Is there any like little peep hole that I can look through on the door there?
There's like windows around the tower and little like peepholes and turrets, but they've all been boarded up and covered.
Oh, okay. Is there any way I can crack this door without making sounds?
Well, you're not close to the main door yet.
Okay.
I mean, you could try and crack one of the like boarded up windows.
Yeah, let me do that. Let me try to pull a board off and kind of look outside.
All right, roll a strength check.
Oh no, I lost my... There it is. Oh, shit. I'm going to reroll. Not very good. It is a... Strength. 11.
All right, that's enough. You're able to kind of splinter the wood enough to get it off.
Mm-hmm.
You're able to peek outside, and you see from where you're at. Actually, roll a perception check.
That's going to be perception. It's going to be 14.
All right. You can see that the window that you're peeking out of is kind of above the bridge to the tower, like kind of above the main entrance, which is maybe why you heard that echo so loudly. and you can actually see that the bridge is has kind of been blown out, like it's destroyed and it can't be crossed anymore. And you see from the shoreline, there's some archers who are kind of firing towards the tower, but you can't see what they're shooting at.
Do I recognize the archers as good guys or bad guys? Like,
no, they're definitely wearing the gray uniforms.
Okay. I'm going to. How many gray uniforms do I see down there?
From what you can see from where you are, just 2.
Just 2. I'm going to go get my axes, and I'm going to go get my armor, and I'll put it all on, and I'm going to rush down. Is the main entrance right there where they are?
I mean, the entrance would be like directly below you, but you're a few floors up. You're like 3 floors up.
How far away? Can I see anybody else besides the archers?
No.
I'm trying to figure out a way I could call these guys. I am going to. What do I want to do? I want to go get my. I want to get my armor on and go try to make my way outside.
Okay, that's going to take like at least a whole turn to get your armor on and then
that's
all
fine.
that stuff. Bijou and Tatsuo, you guys notice they're.
Am I half rest or full rest? Or am I half rest yet?
You're full rested. Let's say that.
Full rested? Oh, okay.
Tatsuo and Bijou, you all see a light come from the tower about 30 feet up that you haven't seen yet, as if someone had ripped open a window. It's not a super bright light, but you can at least tell there's like some movement going on inside of the tower.
Cool.
And we're gonna stop this episode here, and we'll talk to y'all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Shoulder.
Cats.
Radio. .com.